Hi everybody, it's Saturday the 10th of January. I'm absolutely boiling hot, so ignore me. It's really hot in here. I think they turned the heating up, and I'm detoxing a bit. The nose has been running and so forth, so ignore all of that. Hope you're all okay. So I've been at the clinic since Tuesday the 6th, so I've been here 4 nights and 5 days, and to make up for over the Christmas period and that, I had a longer trip this time. So yeah, I've had obviously a lot longer time in the system room. That is, I've probably had about got to keep referring to me notes, 57 hours in the system room. I've had 4 hyperbaric oxygens, 8 red light treatments, 4 detox baths, 2 UVB blue narrowband light treatments, 2 saunas. Actually, I had quite a headache in the HBOT, the hyperbaric oxygen, yesterday. Don't know what that was about, but anyway, don't normally have that. It was just me. So I decided just to have half an hour later on in the day, because I didn't want a full hour. So that was good. In fact, I wasn't sure you could have half an hour, but they suggested to me, why don't you try half an hour? So I did that, and that was all right. UVB light, so I did 2 minutes 50 seconds, 2 minutes 50 seconds, like either side this time. Last time I didn't feel too good when I did that, but I'm slowly working up. So the first one I had was 2 minutes 40 one side and 2 minutes 50 the other side. Then yesterday I had 2 minutes 50, 2 minutes 50, and I'm fine. Well, I've had some, I felt some, sweaty and really icy cold, and skin a bit itchy, and my kidneys pounding at first, but on the whole, I'm seem to tolerate that now. So next week I'm going to go out up to, hopefully I'm going to get up to, sorry I'm so hot, hopefully get up to 2 minutes 60, because even though my HPV has gone now, it's really good for it can be really good for inflammation in the body, on and in the body. So I'm doing that. Yeah, and I've had this really fun, after the first one, UVB, I've had this really funny metallic taste in my mouth. Really odd, so strong. I mean, I've had that before in the long distant past, and I know it is a detox, but it can be a detox symptom, but I've not had it here. And it was so strong, I couldn't make out what the hell was going on. It's lasted all the days. I've got it now, it's gone now, but it was so strong. And also, after I had the UVB, I had this kind of, you know, when you've eaten a spicy meal, not that I do now, but when you eat a spicy meal, you can smell it on your breath, or you can smell it a bit sometimes coming out your skin or something. I could smell this smell from my water bottle. I thought, what is that? And I boiled my water bottle out before I come, like normal. It's never happened before, and I thought, what is that about? And and then I was walking around the clinic, and I thought, somebody smells spicy, but nobody smells spicy, and no one could smell it. And then when I come out of the HBOT one time, I could smell it on the mask that I was breathing into, so it's obviously it's coming out of my breath. So that is really weird, because I haven't had anything like that. So that seemed to be a detox reaction as well. Never had that one before. That has gone now, and I was saying to the to the girls here, I think that smells me, because I kept saying, is someone eating a spicy meal? Is a client smells spicy or something? And they'll go, no, we can't smell anything. And that was so funny, because they were smelling my arms and whatever, and they couldn't smell it. So, but it was coming out of me, so that is odd. Yeah, so told Alistair, the owner of the clinic, all about these things. So, you know, he learns more and more about everyone's different kinds of reactions to things. Yeah. So that was interesting, but that seems to have gone, or very mild. Next week I'm going to do less treatments. I think I'm going to do 1 less HBOT and 2 less red lights, I'm going to take it a bit easier next week, and maybe every other week, I'm not sure, because I'm going to start, my 3 months now, all out to get this reduced in 3 months, right? So I'm here all the time, I'm doing different protocols that I told you, and I'm going to do a lot of fasting. So I'm going to aim at doing 3-day fast, and the last day I'm here, then I'm going to eat enjoyably. Let's see if I can do that, because obviously I'm having a lot of treatments here and stuff, and so what I want to do is I want to try and rest a bit more while I'm doing that. I'm gonna bring some juice that I've juiced for maybe day 3, and I'm also gonna bring some other juice that I'm gonna make, and this is something else I'm gonna be taking for the next 3 months. Apparently it makes hydroxychloroquine, which a lot of you would have heard about, and it's 4 grapefruits, 4 lemons, 4 oranges in 2 litres of tonic water, and you simmer that to cut them up, put them in the tonic water, and you simmer it for 2 hours, and then you drain it, and then you add another litre of tonic water, and you drink that glass morning and night. It's really high in vitamin C, and it's really good for you. I can't think the other thing it's higher in, but I will remember that soon. Hold on. I'm going to be doing that. I'm also going to be doing apple and onion cut up, boiled in 2 cups of water, boiled for 10 minutes, and I'm going to be trying to drink that. I'm going to try and drink it 3 times a day, but I've always had a bit of intolerance to onions, so I have tried it, and it don't upset my stomach, but I can feel it in my stomach. So I might not be able to achieve 3 of those a day, and certainly not while I'm in the clinic, because I can't cook anything here. But that is really high apparently in quercetin. I take quercetin, but I'm going to be doing that as well. So yeah, next week I've got all my repurposed really strong parasitic, detoxing, anti-parasite treatment that I'm going to be doing powerfully over the next 3 months, and I slowly have to go up the dosage of that. So I've got all of that now. I've got to start low, and I don't know what the reaction's going to be, but because obviously I've done a lot of detoxing, a lot of parasite cleansing, and I'm hoping the Herxheimer reaction, or the really strong, so when it kills the parasites, and when you getting toxins out of the body, detoxing, oh sorry, I'm going to sneeze. When you're detoxing, you can get all kinds of symptoms. It's a bit like after, any massage or reflexology, we warn people about detoxing symptoms, or healing crisis symptoms, or whatever you want to call it. So they could be quite bad with this, what I'm going to be doing, and so I want to take it a bit easy next week as well. So that's what I'm going to do next week. So I'll hopefully have a bit more time in the EE system room to rest. I'm also going to go into the EE system room earlier in the evening, because now I don't have to prepare my food and eat my food in the evening, because I'm going to be fasting. So I'm going to spend that time extra in the EE room. So I'm going to be doing all of that from next week. What else am I doing? Also going to be drinking a lot of lemon water. So quite a lot of lemon water, yeah, for all day, throughout the day. So I'll be squeezing a lot of lemons and drinking that throughout the day to alkalise my body the whole time. And I'm going to be taking more bicarbonate of soda. I already take bicarbonate of soda. So I'm going to be doing a lot more things over the next 3 months, as well as continuing all that I'm doing here. So that's that. So wish me luck, wish me luck. And Alistair, the owner of the clinic, yeah, he's done some of my treatments here, and I've been speaking to him a lot, and he's told me about the packages he'll be doing soon, and they're on the website now. Actually, there's a chronic illness one, I think there's a prostate one, I'm not sure, and they're specific products for specific conditions in a package. So the idea is, you know, you don't have to look for this, that, this and the other. It's all in one here that you can buy as a package. So that's quite interesting. He's also going to be doing a range of postbiotics himself, producing them himself. So that's also very interesting, really strong probiotics. And I'm also going to go on one of these that he's going to provide, and that's a very powerful green tea probiotic, which I've already got. So that's that. Now, I read somewhere about a breathing technique. I've mentioned breathing techniques to you before. And this one was quite interesting. It does work because I've tried it. So when you breathe in, as you breathe in, you turn your head to the right slowly. Hold it there for a few seconds, stretching your neck, then breathe out through your nose or mouth, whatever's best for you, back to the front. Breathe in as you go left, and breathe out as you come to the front. And repeat this for a few minutes. And actually, that's another good breathing technique, quite simple, isn't it? To relax yourself, calm down, it definitely works. That's a good one. I've met some new people this time. Some some clients that I already know. One lovely lady, oh, my light's gone out. One lovely lady, let's wave and get the lights back on, so on the sensor. One lovely lady who comes from Jersey, so it was lovely to see her. And somebody else I know quite well, she comes from up north, and so I had a nice chat with them, and I met two new ladies. They were lovely, and they're going to come again. And one lady's had a stroke, and she's coming for that. So I was telling her about the nights asleep here and stuff like that, and all about it. And she's asking me loads of questions, and she might come when I'm here, so I can sort of welcome her, show the ropes, so to speak. It's always nice, isn't it, when you know someone else, you go somewhere the first times and you already know someone else. So I'm going to keep in touch with her, so that's lovely. Now what else? Right, so I've been reading this book. I put a photo of it attached to this video now, The Cancer Whisperer by Sophie Savage. Now, a client here, she told me about this book, or she bought it for me. Thank you, Jackie. Very kind, such very, very kind people here. And she bought me this book. I've read a lot of books, but it's quite small, it's quite thin, and it's pretty easy to read. And you can always learn something, always learn something else. And I have learned quite a few things. I don't always like to read cancer books or people who've had cancer. Sometimes it, how do I say, don't depress me, but I don't really want to be, I want to imagine myself healthy and well and whatever. It's not that I'm trying to ignore what's going on with me, but I want to not be reading about all that stuff all the time, really. So, but sorry, my nose is really running some detoxing. I'm going to have to blow my nose, I'm sorry. Well, that's better. I've just done the hydrogen gas for an hour. That's what it is. It always makes my nose run as well. That oxygenates the body. I've done about 5 or 6 hydrogen gas treatments to this time round. So yeah, this book, I wanted to, if you get bored, you just have to turn the video off. But I like to share things with you, just, people who are watching this video, people I know who've got cancer, or other people you know who've got cancer or whatever. Might help just everybody, but you never know, do you, who you might help just by saying some things that might have helped you along the road. So I want to read some of this stuff out to you. So it's going to take a few minutes, but as I say, if you're bored, turn it off. Go put your glasses on, so I can't see a thing. So I'm going to have to look at my notes, so remember. Right, so in this book, on page, let's have a look. Here at the back, it's got about different clinics. that's quite interesting because I haven't heard of some of these. So one is Dr. Dana Flavin, Flavin, and her website is COLLMED.org. That's very interesting. This doctor who does integrative, apparently integrative treatments, and she's in England, Leicestershire, I think. The Oasis of Hope Hospital in Mexico, Dr. Contreras, I might have heard of this one, oasisofhope.com. These are all clinics that this lady who wrote this book at stage 4 cancer used. And a lot of things she says in here are things that I've been through and stuff like that, you know, being overwhelmed with information and things like this, and yeah, how to get through it all, really. The San Diego Clinic in Mexico, Dr. Munoz, SDIEGO clinic.com. This is a clinic she went to and had, again, integrative treatment. That sounds really nice. I'll look that one up. It's always worth knowing these things, isn't it? Where's another one that was interesting? Yuan Clinic, YUANTMC.co.uk in Wimbledon. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs. She said it's incredible, so I don't know, but it's interesting, the Chinese herb side of it for me. Might contact them. She's also been recommended for people she knows with cancer whose experience and opinion she trusts, she said, is the Budwig Centre, BUDWIGCENTER.com in Malaga, Spain. Diet protocols. It's a well done diet protocol along with other supportive therapies. I haven't looked that one up yet, I'm going to. And a well-reputed clinic in Germany, and their website is radionfrankfurt.ger.de/content/index_ger.html. That's another clinic, and then Together Against Cancer offers free workshops on cancer nutrition. togetheragainstcancer.org.uk. So there's a few things that might be useful to someone who's listening to that. I'm going to look into some of that. What else did I want to read out to you now? Oh yeah. Okay, then she mentioned some. Now, some of these I've already watched and amazing. Like, these are documentaries, and this is The Truth About Cancer by Ty Bollinger. And his website is cancertruth.info. Or go.thetruthaboutcancer.com/quest/ I've watched that documentary, it's incredible. Absolutely very long and very incredible, and has a lot of doctors throughout the world in it. There's also some she mentions, Cancer Conquest, a documentary by Burton Goldberg. That's Burton, BURTON, Goldberg.com/catalogue at CATALOG/cancer-21, the numbers 21. There's another one, Surviving Terminal Cancer, a patient advocacy film. Someone that had the most lethal form of cancer and is still alive 20 years later. And this website it's a Waking Giant production, and the website is survivingterminalcancer.com. So there's some interesting things. What else have I got to tell you? Right, hold on, I've got to turn over. So yeah, there's some things I want to read to you. There's some comments in this book that have helped me. Things that I've been thinking, or things she words things in a certain way, and I go, yeah, that makes sense, yeah, that makes sense. So some of these phrases, sorry, the lights have gone off again. Some of these phrases are, let's get your pencil in there. Embrace that death is a natural part of the life cycle, not a tragedy. Another phrase was, treat it as a process of discovery instead of a cycle of panic. Because in this way, this frees up your energy. You need as much energy as possible. Then I'm going to read some of this out of here. Right, here we go. She says, I can't possibly know how long I have left to live, and my search has not yet led me to a cure. But I have embarked on a great expedition, a road less travelled, an unexpected pilgrimage into the untamed wonder of pure uncertainty, of truly deeply not knowing what tomorrow brings. My cancer diagnosis was a beginning, not an end, the start of a quest into who I am and what I'm really made of, a living of every moment now. The more I learn about cancer, the less I see it as something to fight and beat. I hear those words used so often in this context. I see posters in London tube stations about the war on cancer and frequently hear other patients speak of their battle against this disease. This is how we engage with it on the battlefield and in the trenches, doing all we can to annihilate an enemy in a war that seems to have no end. For me, this is cognitive dissonance. At one level, I get it. I'm in it. But at another, it slights my soul. If cancer is the enemy, we are either its victim or its attacker. There is a wall between us, but no door, no dialogue, no listening to what cancer has to teach us, no chance of reconciliation or peace. I've been at war with my body most of my life, at least since premature womanhood abducted it when I was 10 years old, when I didn't understand why breasts had sprouted on my child's chest and blood was suddenly streaming down my legs. Maybe sooner. I used to think my eating disorders began in my teens. Yet by the age of 8, I was stealing money from my mother's purse to buy chocolate on the way home from school, so maybe, my self-loathing had deeper roots than adolescent awkwardness. No matter, it all seemed to catch up with me when I was bent double by my cancer diagnosis, and 1,000 if-onlys trampled like bandits through my past. I was as infected with regret as I was with tumours. I was finally done with doing violence to my body. Cancer called a halt to it, once and for all. It was at last time to make peace, not war. From what I understand, cancer cells are normal cells that have been rejected by their host. They are outcasts, deprived of nourishment and support. So they try to survive in a hostile environment, feeding on anything they can find to live on. Toxins, pesticides, narcotics, anger, fear, resentment, self-recrimination, guilt, depression and remorse. Discovering this led me to ask some pivotal questions in the way I related to this disease. What if cancer is the body's last attempt to save its own life? What if its purpose is not to extinguish us, but to close whatever wounds we left open? What if cancer longs to be loved, like all the cells in our body need to be cared for? What if we stopped hating cancer and started leaning into what it has to teach us about who we are, how we've lived, and what we might yet become? We can't heal on a battleground. We need to stop fighting and shake the enemy's hand. Understanding your disease is not just a matter of understanding its biology and its treatments. It's a matter of understanding what it has to show you about yourself. In my experience, cancer is a great awakener, a siren, continually calling me home. I cannot afford to be at war with my own body anymore. I'm finally learning to nourish, uphold, prioritise, dignify and appreciate it. I want to get rid of my cancer, but I don't want to battle it. This doesn't mean being passive by any means. It means adopting a different attitude to warfare and becoming a peacemaker in the battle between my own selves. My quest to understand my disease has led me to conclude that cancer is a symptom of other causes, the manifestation of deeper, underlying diseases I have been living with for decades. It is a call to consciousness, an opportunity to change the way I treat myself and interact with my environment. Very interesting. I found that very, very interesting. And there's some other bits and pieces here. What she says, you may or may not beat cancer. That outcome is a very long shot for me, but I am not a victim of cancer. I am not being beaten by cancer. I am letting it awaken, heal, and transform my mind and spirit. I am more, not less of myself because of it. It may yet shorten my life, but it is extending my aliveness by many, many miles. And that paragraph made me think about, unless you have some kind of traumatic shock, which getting a cancer diagnosis is, a lot of people, they don't think about what does it mean to be alive? All busy rushing around trying to survive and so forth, but don't, think of the major question, what is it to be alive? I'm the greatest exponent you will ever meet when it comes to embracing reality, but statistics, while representing some past realities, are not reality. Your unique outcome cannot be determined or predicted by what has gone before. Statistics are indicators, not inevitabilities. You are not a statistic. I thought that was a really powerful sentence. Right, there's just one more, I think. Okay. So here is a big question you need to answer when you learn you have cancer. Do you want to live or die? Seriously, you may think, of course I want to live. What a bloody stupid question. Why do you think I'm reading your book, dimwit? And I say gently, I get that, I really get that. But when you look closely and completely honestly at how you have lived up to this point, were you 100% in, fully committed, fully present, fully here and fully gloriously, gratefully alive? Have you neglected, undervalued or discounted yourself in significant or insidious ways? Have you abused your body or behaved self-destructively? Have you ever been seriously depressed or suicidal? Is there any part of you that has said no to your life, consciously or unconsciously, through your actions and behaviour? If so, I ask you again, do you want to live or die? Because this is it. This is the time you get to decide once and for all. This is what cancer is asking you. This is a healing crisis. Your body's last-ditch attempt to fight for its life. Perhaps even a plea for you to choose life over death with every fibre of your being. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, and the last one, this is the last one now. So she says we need a plan A, obviously, and that is to do everything we can to survive, do alternative treatment, whatever your plan is, to do your treatments, alternative treatments, a mixture of conventional alternative treatments, whatever your plan is, that's plan A, to survive. And have a good life, yeah. But there's also a plan B, and that is we have to face it, we have to face what could happen, and that is death, right? And she says, death, I'm learning, is not the opposite of life, or even just the end of life. It is the ebb of life's flow, a presence, not an absence, an intimate companion on life's journey, one that asks us to acknowledge its presence instead of denying it. Instead of denying, it will someday find us. Doing so brings us closer to life rather than taking us further away. Living with cancer means seeing your own mortality in the mirror and choosing accordingly, as if every second counts. So she said perhaps plan B is necessary for all of us to consider, whether we have cancer or not. And that made me think, we don't talk about death enough, do we? Everyone avoids it, but we don't talk about it, we don't discuss it. We shouldn't be frightened of it, because that's the only thing we all have in common, isn't it? The only thing we all have in common, and the one thing that we can all be sure about. So I think we should discuss it and talk about it, all right? Obviously, it's the one thing that's going to affect us all. The one thing that binds us, inevitable. So yeah, it's made me think quite a few things in a little bit different way, or it's just consolidated some of the things that I've been thinking. So I hope you don't mind me reading some of that out. Sorry, it's got a bit long. I might have got totally fed up by now. And don't know whether I've got something else to read you or not now, to be honest. Yeah. So she thinks we need to ask ourselves, what is my part in the problem and the solution? For me, this was about fully owning my part in having cancer, from eating disorders and smoking when I was younger to neglecting my grief for so many years, and also unconsciously taking on other people's negative feelings such that I felt them in my own body as if they were mine. So this is quite interesting. This made me think about, we've all done things to our body that we shouldn't have done. But thinking about grief, she goes on to talk a lot about grief, and not just about people, animals and whatever we've lost. There's definitely that grief. She's talking about grief for all kinds of things, regrets. We should have done this, we should have done that. Why did we do this? Why didn't we do this? Mind chatter that goes round and round in our head all the time. We need to lose it, especially when we've got cancer. We need to lose that now. And we have to go through the grief process and revisit all those things in our lives where we thought, shouldn't have done that, that was a mistake, regret that, all that. No, just work through all that. It's like a grieving process. So that definitely hit home to me. I mean, I've done a lot of that work, but to call it grief, that's quite interesting, I thought. And the last thing was when she just says this phrase, our too often forgotten body. And and we do go through life and we abuse our bodies and we don't treat it right, and we don't give ourselves the right nutrition. I know life is hard, we're all trying to survive, earn money and so forth, but if we don't stop and think, wait a minute, I've got to exercise, I've got to eat properly, I've got to stop stressing as much, blah, 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 blah. You'll end up with something, and maybe you'll end up with something, and then you've really got to start doing it all. So yeah, the too often forgotten body, that's so true, isn't it? I broke my necklace when I was here. My energy enhancement crystal, obsidian crystal, I dropped it on the stone floor. Now, I've had it for a long time, and then I pulled this necklace off the table and I dropped my other one, and it crashed on the floor and broke in half. And I was really upset about that, because obviously it energizes when I'm in the room and I wear it all the time. And but I try and say to myself, there's a lot of work on myself regarding staying neutral, really. So not let emotions affect me, because that just ain't good. They just ain't good. So, but anyhow, it made me think, I really liked that necklace. It could have been really doing me good. Can't afford another one because it was quite a lot of money. And sorry about that, really. But anyway, there you are. And I thought, you know, we take, so it made me think. Been putting that on for the last, how long have I been here? I don't know, less than a year, but nearly a year, I don't know, or something like that. Putting it on every day nearly, and took it for granted, didn't it? Like, I've got it on, it's doing something for me. So many things we take for granted, don't we? Around us. Things, people, you know, whatever. That we're not starving, that we're... So many things we take for granted. It really made me think about that. And especially about my friends and all of you that have supported me. Not that I take you for granted, but, you know, it's really made me think, yeah, well, things are happening in our life every day, and we should really, you know, really think about appreciating all those things that are around us. And obviously, especially my friends, and especially Lee for doing this website, and my best friend Janet, who helps me all the time, and of course my marvellous, loving angel of a husband, Kevin. So I thank you all, and I thank you, my husband, for supporting me. What would I do without you? Oh, getting a bit emotional now. Got to stay neutral. Got to stay neutral. I'm sorry to have gone on. This is a bloody long bit of video, isn't it? Don't listen if you've got to the end. Well done. Well done. I want to ask you, I want to thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. I want you to share my link if you can. We really need some funds to come in to help us get the train and the other things I need. I want you to have a lymphatic drainage massage next week, but I don't think I can do that. And I really want to buy some new mistletoe for the next 6 to 7, 8 weeks, but it's a lot of money. We don't have that money at the minute, and it's a shame because I've going up the dosages, and I wanted the next dosage up, especially in the next 3 months. But hopefully there'll be some donations come in, or something will come to us, and we'll be able to do that, and I'll be able to get it. If you can donate, if you can share my link, I'll be truly grateful. I'm truly grateful you're listening to this, you're with me on this journey and supporting me, and I hope something that I've said might help someone else along the way. And I'm next week here. When am I here? 14th to the 17th of January. 3 nights and 4 days. Thank you so very much, and I'll speak to you next week.